Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Tuesday, the 20th of December 2022. So bonds, big tech and bullion battered as Santa Claus rally begins badly. Well, I would have said it was over, to be honest with you. Never mind, begins badly. US stocks sold off on Monday with many key risks in rearview mirror and as liquidity dwindles. And finally, stocks and bonds sold into the last full trading week of 2022. The markets are also down on the overnight sharply as well, but I have no idea why that is the case, and also the currencies. So we'll just have to wait and see what it was. It doesn't really matter, to be honest with you, what the news is. It's a matter of trading what's in the charts anyway, and they're down sharply. Economic news, zero today. No news at all. Market's got to make its own direction. There's not much else left for the week either. Gold-silver ratio moving back to the upside as gold is stronger than silver overnight. And right, let's kick off and have a look at the Dow and S&P, DAX, etc. and see what's happening happened yesterday and happening overnight. So in the Dow there, you can see that we're already down overnight. We were down yesterday as well, heading to that 200 MA with the 78% retracement there. Very interesting level there. In the 30-minute chart, we're just below the low, and we can see they're doing the damnedest to try and get back above yesterday's low. And yesterday's trading session, we started off to the upside, then the market sold off, went down to the low. We saw demand coming in there, oversold, and then moving back up overnight until whatever happened overnight came in and sent the market, whatever the announcement is, sent the markets sharply to the downside through yesterday's low. But as I say, the market's trying to get back above this level at the moment. Very important level to get back above as well. In the German DAX, overnight, they've managed to squeeze the market through the 50 EMA and the 50% retracement drawn from there. Back, and we've got 62% retracement there. Below this, the 200 MA, then we've got the other fib retracements there as well. There's a long way to go back before we get to the low that we saw back in October when Truss was Prime Minister for 40 odd days. But it's making its way back there at the moment. That weakness is certainly playing out there. In the 30-minute chart, choppy session yesterday, not much of a range. It was a good day though, which I'll show you in just a minute. Market, again, just like the Dow, up above the DP overnight and then slammed throughout the Asian session, with the DAX actually moving down 150 to about 200 points, just under 200 points. Miles off yesterday's low because of that sideways range that you see there. So S3, well, for me, it's looking like the market may just tick up when it opens this morning, because if you get down to the S3, 90+% of the time the market will generally bounce. But that depends on what the news is. Like I say, it had a sharp move down and then continued down. So we may get a bit of a dead cat bounce before we continue to the downside as well. But the S3 is important. But the thing to keep in mind as well is that it was a narrow range yesterday. So the S3 isn't sort of a volatile S3. As you can see here, how big there's the S2 and the S3 would be down here. Whereas this is quite a short range. But 200 points on the downside, you can expect some sort of a bounce there. 5-minute chart, there you can see the damage overnight. Yesterday the market was stuck in a range, as you can see there. And once it had defined the range, I just played the range game yesterday and then just got narrower, as can be seen by the chart there. So yesterday's trades, as you'll see there, 34273. There's no profit factor because I didn't have any losers. 100% winners. 6 trades, 6 winners. And I only did the shorts. There's something about taking short trades, if you can get them, that the market just drops faster. You get your profits faster, and you don't have to sit through the consolidation while you're waiting for the market to move to the upside. It's a preference, and given that the weakness is in the background there, I do like to take advantage of those when they do appear. And yesterday was perfect for this because, as I say, the market was stuck in that range during yesterday, so it was just a matter of selling into these areas and then just picking them off, taking the profits as it got back towards the bottoms or the 200 MAs there. In the S&P daily chart market, below the 78% retracements from here to there, back and projected down. We've got the 89 there as well, 3743, way below the 4,000 level once more. Be interested to see if the market holds at this level, if it continues to move lower. These two additional green lines here. 30-minute chart, you can see yesterday we were sideways in the pre-session, then the S&P official. Market down to the S1, and then we get the bounce overnight, not going above the DP like the DAX and the Dow, just trading up to the previous day's close, and then overnight being slammed down below yesterday's low as well. In the FTSE 100, still showing some strength there, but through the 200 MA now and the 50 EMA, 62% retracement is in the crosshairs there. And in the 30-minute chart yesterday, moving to the upside quite nicely through the DP, but then coming back, drifting back through there when the Dow opened and moved lower up to the close, and then overnight you've seen the market slam down to 7,300, which is in this area here. In the currencies, well, the yen's fallen out of bed. Like I say, I don't know what's the reason behind the move. If you look at the 30-minute chart, you'll see it there. A big move to the downside. Let's just have a look, see how many pips this has actually dropped. We've got another low in the current bar. Down 621 pips, low to high for the Japanese yen overnight. The pound also sideways to low, but finding support at the 200 MA in the daily chart. 30-minute chart for yesterday, moving up to the Friday high. Then trading back down to just below the DP and the close of Friday. Had a shakeout through this with some economic news, and then the market finding resistance at the 20 and the 50 EMA before moving lower. Overnight it sprang up to the upside and then came down, and now sitting at yesterday's low, where it looks like there's a bit of determination to bring the market back at this time. In the dollar, this sideways to higher yesterday, putting a bit of pressure on the metals. Let's just have a look at a smaller time frame on this. Let's just go down to the 30 minutes and have a look so we can see overnight. Yesterday, the market moving higher, but overnight, the market sideways here, as can be seen, and down in the last half an hour. In the metals, silver's holding up well despite the carnage of the stock market and the dollar moving back to the upside. I'm surprised by this, but yet not surprised either because it's so undervalued. But overnight, the market's been hit, as you would expect. Yesterday, it was also hit when we had the London fix. But coming off the close of last night and just trying to get back above that $23 area, where you can see it got hit again yesterday. Got back above overnight and then got hit on the downside there. Gold sideways to higher, very tiny bars despite whatever's going on overnight. And the 30-minute, this can be seen clearly here. Yesterday, some news and the London fix, and then overnight we rallied back, no problem, to the R1. I got to the DP on the downside, just broke through it to the close, and now is just sitting above there. So there's a chance that the market could move back to the upside there as well. Okay, that's it for this one. Like I say, I don't know what the news is behind the move. Anybody knows, then just throw it into the comments. But like I say, it really doesn't matter. I'm more of a technical trader, and I can see that they're going to try and bring these markets back above yesterday's low, particularly the DAX, where it's already down 200 odd points. They're going to try and bring that back if they can in the futures when it opens at 7 a.m. Okay, that's it for this one. As ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.